Wow. Crazy pick there. Crazy pick. I will also say in September of 2024, almost October, it is never been harder to be a Conor McGregor fan. I think
It
this
is
dude
tough.
is he's he's too far. We've lost him. But crazy pick
R.I.P.
there.
Connor.
R.I.P. Conor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on Locked Door MMA. We're your hosts. I'm Brevin. This is my good buddy JP. And today we will be going over all of our predictions and analysis for UFC 307 Pereira versus Rountree out in Salt Lake City, Utah. But before we do, we just want to give a quick shout out to all of you as our current subscribers, our viewers, those that aren't subscribed. We appreciate you, but if you aren't subscribed, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we appreciate that even more. We want to grow this community as big as we possibly can. Without further ado, JP, I'll hand it over to you to kick us off for this stacked pay-per-view.
Stacked pay-per-view. The return of Pereira. And some would say the very controversial return of Roundtree. He gets suspended for PEDs. I don't know if it's tainted supplement. What I don't know. I didn't read into it that much. But then first fight after suspension is for a title. Hey, not here to comment or speculate, but yeah, it's gonna be stat card, man, in Utah. So will the elevation play a factor? We've seen it before. They're in a small cage. I'm joking. That was a joke. They're not in a small cage. But let's start it off with the unworldly exciting battle of two titans. Tim Means and Court McGee. Brevin, who you taking?
Yeah, man, we got the Dirty Bird versus the Crusher. Very interesting fight here with two world beaters. These guys are amazing UFC fighters. Just kidding. Actually, both of them are old men. Both of them pretty decent loss streak for Court McGee, I believe. How many has he lost in a row? Three. What do we got for Tim Means? Is he coming off of a win, actually? Let's
No.
take a look. No, he's coming off of a loss. He had a win the fight before and then a three-loss streak before that. These guys are just getting old. I don't know, man. Kind of a toss-up. I think Tim Means probably is a better fighter in my opinion. He's got the size advantage. He's 6'2". His opponent's going to be 5'11". He will have not a reach advantage, but I think the experience is going to be there for Tim Means. I'm going to have to pick Tim Means, man. This Court McGee guy, I don't really know what he's all about, and he doesn't look that good to me.
They're both ass. They're both the same thing. If you've been here, part of this channel for the entire time we've been doing it so far, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you'll remember from the first card we ever did, we're looking at the fucking poop bowl. This fight is atrocious. A 40-year-old versus a 39-year-old. Who are you going to fade? Tim Means has a win over Nicholas Dalby. Give me Tim Means. Okay. Otherwise, hate this fight. Hate it.
Yeah, not too great to kick us off, but that's okay. Maybe we see some bombs being thrown in that octagon for these old men. Maybe one of them retires, and that might bring us more joy than actually seeing a good fight. But that's okay. Moving up the card, we've got Ovin St. Preux versus Ryan Spann. I think this is one of JP's favorite fighters in the organization, Ryan Spann. Let's see what he has to say.
Uh, Ryan Spann has got to be the most athletically gifted dumbass of all time. Okay. This dude's fight IQ, Zippo. But he's a freak of nature. Oven St. Preux, also old. Used to be good. He's so washed now. Ryan Spann's a guy who should dominate most people he fights because he'll have some fights. We've talked about this too much. We already broke down Ryan Spann, Oven St. Preux. Not even worth taking that much time. Ryan Spann's not smart. Oven St. Preux could choke him out because he's not smart, but I don't think it even gets there. I think Oven's washed. Give me Ryan Span.
Yeah, we did break this one down for you guys. This fight got pushed to this card. Oven St. Preux, 41 years old. JP and I, you're rarely ever going to catch us taking a 41-year-old man. Span, on the other hand, much younger. He's a very tall guy. He's a big dude, like JP said, athletic freak. He's got to get a little bit smarter in the octagon. He still has time to do that. Give me the Superman, Ryan Span.
Ryan Superman Span. Next fight. We said this card's stacked. First three fights of the night. Carlos Esparza, Tisha Pennington. Who are you taking?
Yeah, this first couple fights of the night, not too great, but the nicknames are kind of cool. We've got the Cookie Monster versus the Tiny Tornado. Hey now, that's gonna be an interesting matchup between the two. Who's gonna get the cookie? I don't know. Carlos Sparza, Tisha Pennington, I believe she's coming back off of a little bit of time off. No, she
Uh,
did. She did fight in May, but before that, it was 2022 that she lost to Mackenzie Dern. Took 2 years off, came back in May, lost.
she had a baby,
I'm
right?
gonna. Yeah, she did have a baby, and uh, I don't think it's gonna help your fighting anymore, or your training for that matter. So I'm gonna take Carla Esparza.
I think this is going to be very similar to the Rose Carlos Esparza fight. I just don't think Tisha's good enough to completely outclass her on the feet unless she clips her with something big and rocks her. But if Esparza grabs her at all, we're going for a ride. It's a Brazzle fuck. It's gonna be crazy boring. Yeah, I'm taking Esparza by decision.
There we go. Next fight. I'm interested to see what you say about this one. We've got a 155-pound matchup. Alexander Hernandez versus Austin Hubbard.
Hmm. Hernandez. This kid's weird, man. I remember watching him when he first started his career, right? And then the Cowboy fight came along, and Cowboy Cerrone beat his ass. He's talking a bunch of shit, beat his ass. But in some other fights before that, Hernandez looked pretty good, looked pretty decent. Now my other thing is these Ultimate Fighter guys, Austin Hubbard, same group as Kurt Hollabaugh, same group as Roberts. All of these guys are just, I mean, Brad Katona, throw him in there too. These guys aren't good or elite in any way per se, but they're decent. You know, if you're not minding your P's and Q's in there, they'll give you a run for your money. I think Hernandez should be better than he is. He beat Dariush in 2018, which maybe not now, doesn't look as good as it used to, but I think Dariush is a decent guy. Hernandez's losses are just all to ranked guys in the division, so they're not like atrocious losses to have. I don't know, man. I don't like picking Hubbard. If I was to pick Hubbard, I just don't have any confidence or conviction towards it. I'm gonna go Hernandez. I think Hernandez is good enough to edge this one out. I don't think Hubbard is skilled enough, and I don't think his experience will matter in this fight. I'm taking Hernandez.
Fair enough. Yeah. Taking a look at what Hernandez has done recently, lost to Bill Algeo and then comes back and loses to Damon No Hair Jackson. Actually, he has hair now. I stand corrected. He got hair, hair transplant. The dude went to Turkey. Anyways, we're not talking about Damon Jackson, but he lost to him. Austin Hubbard, on the other hand, contender series guy, came back after getting cut from the UFC. He's looked okay. He's honestly looked okay as of late. I think that he's kind of finding his himself inside the organization. I'm actually going to take Austin Hubbard in this one to get it done. I think he's kind of coming back on his way up, and Alexander Hernandez has already peaked in his career. I don't think Hubbard has done that as of yet. We saw Roosevelt Roberts look pretty good on last Saturday's card. Austin Hubbard's beat Roosevelt Roberts. He's beaten some other decent guys as well. He's going to have to put it all together. He's got to have one of his best fights to date. I do think he's capable. We'll see if he can get it done.
I want to see the lines on this one, but I can't find them yet. I don't know if you found them. We are doing this early because I will be
Super
in
early.
Utah. Uh, at the beginning of this week, I will be in Utah. I got some things to do coming back, driving back, but yeah, we don't have the lines yet. I feel like Hubbard might be a dog in this one.
Probably, yeah. I'm not even seeing it on DraftKings at this moment.
Yeah, so potential if you back Brevin here, potential dog money chance. Which I don't know, maybe fading the Ultimate Fighter guys is my downfall. Maybe that's what it is because that season was so garbage. Still haven't even had the Connor fight, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, moving up. I am excited for this one. Ihor Poteria versus Cesar Almeida.
Yeah, you've talked a lot about this one. So Almeida's backstory, Alex Pereira in kickboxing once upon a time, right?
Yeah, so
And he's fighting on the same card.
he lost to him once, first fight, beat him the second time, and then lost to him the third time.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got skills, guys. If you can go in there and out kickbox Alex Pereira, I don't care how many times you fight him. He did get a win over him, so that's impressive to me. His opponent, on the other hand, nothing too much to write home about. Honestly, he hasn't really performed well as of late. Gotten beat by a lot of no-name guys. I think I'm gonna have to take Cesar Almeida in this one to get it done. Stay at range, kickbox, probably win a decision, maybe find a flashy knockout. We'll see. But I definitely think Almeida has the skills to get this one done.
Yeah, man. If you guys don't know who Potiera is, he's famous for Mikel. What's Mikel's last name? I forget. Oh, Michel
Pereira?
Pajeda. Yeah, Michel Pajeda did a backflip when he dropped that guy and like landed on him, like kicked him in the head. I don't know. But that's what that guy's famous for. That's that guy's most famous thing in the UFC. Yeah, he's not I don't know. He likes his lead leg kicks and to throw the head kick from the lead leg. But if we're gonna really sit here and kickbox a guy who's been kickboxing, he beat Pajeda in 2013. So like this dude's been kickboxing forever. If we're gonna sit here and kickbox a professional kickboxer, I'm good. I don't think he's I don't think he could look to grapple, but Almeida just fought Kopylov. I hold Kopylov in very high regard. I think Kopylov's pretty decent, pretty good. So to get
Yeah,
past him,
really good.
or he didn't get past me, he lost to him, but he took him long and he looked great
And
against
it was
Kopylov.
split.
Yes. So his takedown defense looked decent in that one. His striking's phenomenal. Yeah, give me Almeida, man. I think Almeida's gonna knock him out. I don't think Potieria is good, and I think him being accepting of being on the feet for that long is just gonna get him clipped.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I'm excited for that one as well. Next fight on the card, we have Marina Rodriguez versus Iasman Lucindo.
This look at Rodriguez. It's her most recent losses to yeah, Andrade. Jessica Andrade. I think this fight's very similar. Um I watched Lucindo's fight versus Hadagi. We watched Hadagi get knocked out at Noche. But she's got a nice little stand-up game. So I watched her fight with Lucindo. Um Lucindo's got decent striking as well. She's got a little bit of power to her. I don't like how wild we are. It's a little too wild for me. I'm not a fan. Marina, on the other hand, she is good at sitting at range and picking you apart. Andrade, I thought it would matter. I picked Rodriguez in that fight, but Andrade came forward well. The power didn't sit well with her. So if Marina gets hit, she does not like it. But uh, I don't know, man. I don't think Lucindo is as good as Andrade, and I think Rodriguez can point fight her from the outside. And I think she goes long, and I think she takes it by decision. Give me Rodriguez.
Yeah, this one is going to be a good matchup to see really what each girl is about. Rodriguez has had some good wins to her name in the past. She's also had some really good fights, even in the losses against big name girls in this division. I'll be interested to see how she comes out and performs on Saturday. Lucindo, on the other hand, she's kind of on her way up in the ranks, hasn't fought a lot of big name girls, but talented nonetheless. She's also very young. I think she's like 22, and Rodriguez is going to come in at 37 years old. So there is a little bit of an experience factor. It worries me a little bit. JP talked about the wildness of Lucindo, and anytime you get into some of those wild exchanges, it doesn't really bode well for you, especially against a technical striker that's been there, that's done that, has seen girls fight like you in the past. I think her age and inexperience is going to get to her. The lights are going to be a little bit too bright for Lucindo. I'm also going to back JP on this one, taking Marina Rodriguez, currently the underdog. So there's your first dog call of the night if Hubbard isn't a dog. I think it's a good matchup for her.
That is a good point. I forgot it is dog money. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't like the wildness. Hate the wildness. Great line there though. Dog money. She is 3 inches taller, but she's at a 1 inch disadvantage in reach, which is kind of crazy. This next one, very excited for. This one's huge. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah. Um, I think JP, I'm gonna speak for JP and myself. I think we're both Wonderboy Thompson fans. We love watching him fight. He's always in
100%.
wars. No matter who he's fighting. The problem that I have with Wonderboy at this point in his career is that he's had a long career. That's my problem. He's 41. I know we talked about JP and I not taking 41-year-olds unless it's a blue moon. Maybe JP might. I don't think I am. I like Buckley. I like where he's trending. He's got good wrestling when he needs it. He's got power in his hands. And I just think he's got some good wins that he's strung together. He's won four in a row now. Gets this fight against a fading Stephen Thompson, in my opinion. I like Wonder Boy, and I can't ever put anything past him. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight whatsoever. I just think Buckley's got enough to get it done on Saturday, and he's kind of on his way up. So give me Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah, this most recent card that we just did, Paris card. I was talking about Altamirano and his karate stance and blitzing back and forth, stuff like that. Stephen Thompson is the perfect image of that. He does that phenomenally. But like Brevin said, he's 41, and we've seen the blueprint to beat him. Just don't stand with him. Take him down to the ground. He's decent. He knows what he's doing, but he can't stop the takedown. I think Buckley is on a surge. I think Buckley. I think he's the worst stylistic matchup for Stephen Thompson, and I do think Buckley either goes long by wrestle fucking him, and it won't be boring because Buckley will work a little bit and throw some shots. I do think there's a chance
Throws hard.
he does throw hard, very hard. I think there's a chance he clips him entering, trying to get on one of these takedowns, and then maybe some nasty ground and pound. So maybe a stoppage from Buckley, but yeah, I'm also going with Buckley.
Interesting, man. I thought you would go with Wonder Boy there. I really did.
He's 41, brother. Can't do it.
Fair enough. All right, next fight. I'm interested on this one as well. I think I know where JP is going to go with it. I'll hand him the mic first. Roman Dolidze versus Kevin Holland. Who we got?
All right. So, as you guys know, back when Roman Dolidze fought Anthony Smith, I chose Dolidze. Everybody else chose Smith. Dolidze beat his ass. Okay? Maybe not beat his ass. Dolidze won. Nobody thought Dolidze would win that. I am so torn on this fight. Okay, for one, love Kevin Holland. I think I can speak for both of us. We both enjoy watching Kevin Holland fight. He's a great fighter. Okay, very entertaining. The only problem is he had the problem of just being taken down, getting ragdolled, getting beat up, people laying, you're on your back the whole fight. Dolidze can do that to you, and he will, and that'll be his game plan. But on the feet, Dolidze is very slow. Holland's a much better striker on the feet. Holland's got some submission game, so let's not throw that out the window. I don't know. I'm so torn, dude. I have not made a decision on this fight yet. I was waiting till right now to make my pick. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. The fact that we're in Utah as well, I don't think Kevin Holland's gonna be able to sit there and fight the way he wants and pick at him from range. I think he's gonna be tired because Dolidze is gonna be laying on him. So I'm gonna take Roman Dolidze to beat Kevin Holland. Probably a very unpopular pick.
Yeah, man. You said you were waiting until this exact moment to make your pick. I think I'm in the same boat. I am still, to this very second, not sure who I'm going to pick in this fight. Roman Dolidze did look good against Anthony Smith. I believe they were up at light heavyweight. This fight
Yes.
is at middleweight, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So I do think that's going to maybe favor Holland a little bit. Dolidze, he is a bigger guy naturally, but as of late, we've seen Holland kind of be a little bit passive. His striking was too passive against Michael Venom Page. And Dolidze is kind of one of those guys that's like almost Bilal Muhammad like just sneaky streaky right now. And that's kind
Yeah.
of what he's on. He's on a sneaky win streak. And I don't think a lot of people are in love with Roman Dolidze, and Kevin Holland's a big name, but just hasn't been fighting good as of late. I think I'm gonna go with my gut right now, even though I love Kevin Holland. I'm gonna agree with JP. I think Roman Dolidze gets it done in Utah. Maybe if they were somewhere else, different story. Holland's kind of been one of those fighters that he'll get tired, he'll get comfortable on his back, trying to find those arm bars, trying to find those triangles. Don't think that's the game plan going against Dolidze. I think Dolidze probably takes it all 3 rounds, gets a decision victory. He is powerful on his feet, maybe slow, but he hits hard. He's got good grappling as well.
Yeah, that's wild. That's crazy. Yeah, I had no idea who I was gonna pick going into that. That's one that I've just been back and forth this whole time. I swear to God, man, this puppy. You guys can probably hear him in the background. This dude thinks he's all that. Thinks he's a big boy and just yaps at everything, man. So
Talks more than Kevin Holland.
oh, he does. They're both big mouth. God. So sorry if you guys can hear that in the background, but let's move up to another women's fight. And I'm excited to see
Yeah.
the second coming of Ronda Rousey, maybe. Maybe she's better than Ronda. Kayla Harrison and Ketlin Vieira.
She's definitely stronger than Ronda Rousey. I can tell you. I'm a little jealous of this girl's biceps, okay? Holy
Jesus
smokes. She
Christ,
does
bro.
not skip arm day. Um, he's gonna be a big favorite in this one, and for good reason. Came into the UFC, dominating win over what's her face, Holly Holm. We watched that one. It was UFC 300. JP and I were in Vegas for that one. And I've been excited to watch her ever since. I took Holly home like a dumbass in that first one. Kayla Harrison proved to me why I shouldn't be so silly. I thought the striking should be at a disadvantage. She actually struck fine. She struck fine against Holly Holm, and then she obviously has the judo and the grappling, the wrestling behind it as well. Give me Kayla Harrison all day. I think that one's great pick there, but
100
not great
percent.
odds as a better.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll ever get great odds with Kayla, but yeah, dude. In order for Vieira to win, she's gotta go to decision. She's a decision queen, or she's got to knock these other girls out. No way she knocks out Holly. No way she knocks out Kayla. And she doesn't have the grappling to fend off Kayla. I don't think anybody does. Kayla's judo's disgusting. Her clinch game's disgusting, and then she'll beat you up from top. Yeah, Kayla Harrison all the way, 100%.
Very nice. All right, next fight we've got Jose Aldo versus Mario Bautista.
Jose Aldo. We're still picking Jose Aldo fights in 2024. That is crazy. I still remember the day I watched Connor knock him out in the waiting room of Buffalo Wild Wings. That was what a day, man. I don't know. because Aldo came back, didn't look bad. And we sit up here and talk about their age all the time. Aldo's 38. This dude's a freak of nature. He's been a freak of nature for years. Okay? He was on a win streak for 10 years at one point. So Jose Aldo is the pinnacle of what MMA was at one point. Bautista's a very, very good young up and coming contender. Used to train with Sean. Everybody wants to hop off the Sean train, whatever. Okay? Still good. Training partners in that room, still good. He trains somewhere else now, but I like Bautista a lot. I don't think Aldo gets a finish, which is what I think he would need to beat a Bautista, because I think Bautista will be smart enough, be active enough, not let Aldo just sit there and chop at your legs. I mean, watch the Uriah Faber fight. If you're going to fight Jose Aldo, what do you think he's going to do? You know? He went and had a boxing spree for a little bit. But I'm going to take Bautista, man. I think he's good enough. I like him as a young up-and-comer. And like I said, I think he'll be more active and do enough on the cards. He's gonna be the bigger guy by 2 inches, but the reach is pretty much the same. So, but yeah, give me Bautista.
Yeah, man, this one definitely an interesting fight and matchup. Like JP said, who would have thunk it? We're here now in 2024. Jose Aldo still fighting, and he's coming off of a win. Yeah, he went and boxed, did that for a little bit, and did his crossover thing, came back. Still, I mean, he's still dangerous. He's still Jose Aldo. I still think the skills are there. Um, Man, I'm a little bit torn to be honest with you, JP. Bautista, very good in his own right. He's on a streak. He's 31, so 7 years younger than Jose Aldo. He will be a little bit bigger. Aldo does have a slight reach advantage. Big pay-per-view at elevation. I think I'm taking Jose Jr. Aldo for my pick on Saturday. I think he can get it done. I think he still has some left in the gas tank. And like JP said, man, he was undefeated for 10 freaking years. For us to come out here and write him off like he's chopped liver, he's coming off of a victory. I mean, we've seen nothing but skills and greatness out of this guy. I think he'll have the experience advantage. I think he'll know what to do if things get a little dicey. And maybe we'll see Bautista panic a little bit in those same exact scenarios. Aldo has the experience. I'm gonna lean on that this fight. I don't like Jose Aldo because I'm a McGregor fan. Joe McGregor, that was awesome, right? We all love that moment. But I definitely think in this one, I'm gonna have to go with Aldo.
Wow, crazy pick there. Crazy pick. I will also say in September of 2024, almost October, it is never been harder to be a Conor McGregor fan. I think
It
this
is
dude
tough.
is he's he's too far. We've lost him. But crazy pick
R.I.P.
there.
Connor.
R.I.P. Connor. Crazy pick there, man. Jose Aldo, huh? That'll be a
I
interesting
have to.
interesting thing to see. Whether because I think if Batista wins, it's kind of like a passing of the torch type thing, maybe. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, but
Jumping up.
at what level is Bautista? Sorry to interrupt, but what level is Bautista at? Like, I know he's got some good wins, but where is he at?
Yeah,
The
I
passing of a
mean,
torch, the last win over Ricky Simone. I mean, we saw what Ricky Simone did a couple weeks ago.
hey,
Yikes.
Ricky's a tough guy. Guy, he's getting
Okay.
his ass beat.
What are we talking about? The word tough. We use the word tough all the time. Tough means that these guys are losing, getting their ass kicked, right?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know, man. I think Batista's good. Yeah, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more it's close, but it is what it is. This next one, I'm excited to see what you have to say about this. Raquel Pennington and Juliana Pena.
Rocky versus the Venezuelan Vixen. I will tell you, Pena's dangerous, but she hasn't done enough as of late to make me feel like she's got a step over Pennington in this one. Coming off of the loss to Amanda Nunes after she had beat Amanda Nunes, her reign as champ was just short lived. Yeah, and after that, it's been some time, 2 years. She fought Amanda Nunes in 2022. So coming back, fighting Raquel Pennington. Raquel Pennington's been the active one. She's the current champion, and she's been on an absolute heater. But like, what is this? 6 fight win streak. She's looked good. I think she's going to defend the title on Saturday. Give me Raquel Pennington to defeat Juliana Pena.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come out and say I don't like Pena. Okay, is that bias? Sure. I don't like her fighting style either. We sit up here and talk about these women who are striking, and yeah, sure they got power, but they're wild. Go watch any Juliana Pena fight, and if after that fight you tell me you're satisfied with her level of striking, you're psychotic. You don't know what striking is. Then her striking's cheeks, man. Okay, the only reason she's big in the sport is because she beat Amanda Nunes. Go watch the fight. You're telling me Amanda really wanted to be in that cage that night? Watch the choke. Watch the whole process. Watch how quick Amanda taps. Amanda was looking for a way out. Didn't have any motivation. Didn't want to be there and quit. And the way Pena reacted after that clearly showed how surprised she was in herself of it. She's got decent ground game, and if she takes her back, she's got good choking game. But on the feet, I think Pennington's going to outclass her. I think Pennington's good enough in the clinch to keep her off of her. Good enough takedown defense. Pennington has seen everything in this women's bantamweight division. I don't think Pena is going to show Pennington anything surprising her. I think Pennington's going to dominate. Give me a Raquel Pennington as well to defend.
Let's go. That does take us to the main event of the evening. We've got Alex Poatan Pereira going up against Khalil Rountree, the Warhorse.
That's his nickname, is the Warhorse?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. So yeah, like I said in the beginning of the video, Roundtree got suspended for a tainted supplement. I'm guessing he had no idea, and that's probably why his suspension wasn't that long. And now he's coming back, fighting Pereira for the belt. Roundtree's got what 5-6 wins in a row right now.
Yeah,
5 of them. He's got quite a few canceled fights, but 5 wins in a row, coming off a stoppage off of Anthony Smith. Before that, Chris Dawkins. If you watch Roundtree in his early career, the Johnny Walker fight, he gets slumped by Johnny Walker in the clinch with a massive elbow. We all know who Johnny Walker is. Johnny Walker's an idiot. He's got power, though. But he lost a couple times, went to Thailand to train. Go watch the Joe Rogan podcast with Roundtree in it. Okay? Because ever since that man's come back from Thailand, dude's been on a fucking killing spree. Now, yes, I know. Everybody's going to say, it's Pereira. It's Pereira. I know who Pereira is. Okay? I understand. I'm going to pick Pereira. Pereira's my pick. I will bet on Roundtree to knock Pereira out. If Izzy has power, timing, whatever it is, to knock Pereira out, if Roundtree, Pereira looks great, and yeah, he could walk through him. Roundtree has the ability to knock Pereira out, and I don't think we can sit here and act like Pereira's just going to dog walk him.
all right,
but
man.
I am
All
picking
right, to each
Pereira.
your own. We don't know who you're picking, bro. You're just telling us you're picking Roundtree to knock Pereira out. You guys
No,
heard it here
no.
first.
I'll
JP's a
bet on it.
traitor.
I'll bet on it, but I'm picking Pereira.
Yeah, save your ass a little bit because you know Pereira is going to kill Khalil Roundtree. I mean, Khalil Rountree's a guy that got beat up by Ian Cutelaba in the first round. All right. Let's not forget.
That's
Let's
a
do
good
our
point.
homework a little bit. This guy's buns. Yeah, he's on a nice little streak. Over who? Literally over who? Anthony Smith? We're talking about Anthony Smith like he should just be up in the broadcast booth because that is where he belongs these days. Chris Dawkins, Dustin Jacoby, where are these guys? Oh, I'm sorry, not at the top of the division. We want to talk about guys that have power. I mean, look at the guys that Alex has fought as of late. We're at the light heavyweight division. He got knocked out at middleweight. Give me a
Hey,
break.
more power.
All the guys, Yuri Prohashka, Jamal Hill. I mean, we want to talk about this power thing. all I gotta say is if Khalil Rountree wants to get it done on Saturday, he better have not stopped taking steroids and these PEDs, okay? He better keep pumping himself full of them. Maybe that's what he was taking over in Thailand to get a win over Dustin Jacoby. Give me a break. Alex
Jacoby.
Pereira is gonna get it done. If I'm betting, which I'm not gonna bet, guys, I'm just gonna not bet it. Alex Pereira gets it done by KO.
What round?
Man, I would be surprised if it makes it out of the second. Khalil Rountree is going to stand and trade. He's not going to be afraid, and that's going to be to his detriment.
Plot twist. I'm also going to bet on this. I think the fight goes the distance, and I think it's boring.
Okay, because Khalil Rountree is going to wrestle Alex Pereira?
No. I think we're in one of those striking battles where everybody's like, "Oh, fireworks." Both guys are throwing fireworks. Pereira knocks everybody out. I think it just goes long and it's boring.
That's exactly what Alex Pereira does. He knocks people out.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm putting money on.
Go for it.
Okay, so we come back in a hit. I'm just saying.
All right.
But I am picking Pereira.
We don't know what you're doing.
Reasons, I'm picking Pereira.
You're wasting money. You're talking about Khalil Rountree getting a knockout victory, but you think it's going to be boring and go the distance. So when is Khalil Rountree going to knock out Alex Pereira since you're calling that?
Cover my bases here. Cover my bases.
Just play a little hedge bets. All right, we see you over here. All right, that does wrap up for the predictions, but that doesn't wrap up the video. Don't go anywhere. This is now my favorite part of these videos, guys. We're going to give you Brevin's Basic, JP's Juicer, and don't forget Locked Door MMA's Lock of the Night, starting with Locked Door's Lock of the Night. JP, kick us off with who you got.
This is a hard card. A little bit. Okay, obviously everybody wants to lock Harrison. She's minus 850 right now, and we're doing this early. That line's only going to grow. So you can't do that. Ain't going to make no money on. Are you going to pick Pereira? Maybe. But like I said, chance she goes out. Chance of Rountree breaks your heart. I am going to return to the woman locks. They've treated me well. I think I've hit every woman lock I've had, and we're hitting this one. I'm taking Raquel Pennington to beat Juliana Pena, to beat her ass. I don't think it will be close. Hate Juliana Pena. I think Pennington's better. Give me Raquel Pennington.
Don't blame you there. Sounds like there's a little bias in there, though.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe so. That is JP's lock for my Lock of the Night. JP's saying, oh, the line isn't good. Blah, 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 blah. Give me Kayla Harrison, all right? I've failed you guys now 2 weeks in a row, and I'm very deeply sorry for my behavior because I'm worried about the lines for you guys. I'm worried about giving you guys good value. Screw all of that. I'm giving you guys a fucking lock, all right? And that's a fucking lock. I'm done playing games. Give me Kayla Harrison. Brev's back on top. All right, let's put Kayla Harrison, Raquel Pennington in there. Locked Door MMA's Lock of the Night. Women's Heritage Month. Women's Celebration Month, I guess. Yeah. Celebration Weekend.
Absolutely.
First women's lock. Let's see how we do.
First ever double women's lock. Hey, these last 2 weeks, bro. You get a doctor's stoppage. And then Sean O'Malley. You ain't the only one.
Sean O'Malley. He won rounds 1, 3, and 5. You guys heard it from the Sean O'Malley Commission over there. The Sugar Sean Commission.
Crickets. Get your labor replaced, pal.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry about my locks, but I'm staying away from the main event. I definitely think Alex Pereira gets it done, but I'm going to give you a lock because that's what I'm here to do. Kayla Harrison, let's go. All right, enough of that. Let's move to Brev's Basic Parlay. We got first, Poetan Killer, Caesar Almeida. Give me King Caesar. All right. Next up, I said I wasn't going to include the locks. Yada, yada, yada. Let's go back to the basics. Kayla Harrison, throw her in there. And then with the Poetan Killer, there has to be a Poetan. Give me Alex Pereira to join Kayla Harrison and Caesar Almeida. That currently is going to bring you to minus 152, which isn't bad, but I feel pretty damn good about that one. Let's go.
Yeah, that one's more spicy, not too bad. Minus 152, decent. It's good value there. The juicer. The juicer continues to elude us after teasing us in the first couple of weeks of the show. Okay? But that's okay. It's okay, because the juicer always performs best on a pay-per-view. More to juice. All right? Starting it off. 2 40-year-old men are going to war. I'm picking the 40-year-old guy who can knock other 40-year-old guys out. Give me Tim Means. Okay? He's knocking out Court McGee. All right, come on, Timmy boy. Let's work him, Timmy boy. Tim Means first on. Next, I said I wouldn't do it. And I may regret it. But it's a juicer for a reason I'm doing it. Give me Ryan Spann. Okay? Ryan Spann over in St. Preux. If it was anybody else who was fighting, I wouldn't do it. But OSP's washed, man. Come on. Next one, give me Buckley over Stephen Thompson. Very confident in that one. I think Buckley's winning. I think it's going long. I think Buckley's going to beat him up from top. Maybe stop it. Maybe. See what Buckley can do. After that, also give me Almeida. I like Almeida a lot. He looked great versus Kopylov. Even though he lost, Kopylov is a very tough opponent. Eeyore is nowhere near Kopylov's level. Almeida all day long. Give me Bautista over Jose Aldo. This one's going to be close. May have to sweat this one out a little bit. But I truly do think Bautista's good enough. We'll have to see. It'll be a close one either way. To round it out, I'm also going to take Poatan. Because after everything I said, Poatan has made us money in the past. So we got to respect him by putting him in the juicer. I believe the last time we hit the juicer, Poatan was in it as well. So hey, maybe I'm disrespecting him a little bit by not just throwing everything I can on. Who knows? We'll have to see. But that is a 6-leg juicer. Don't know the odds now, but we'll put them up for you in the video, and they'll probably change anyways. It's hard to get these lines in at a respectable time.
Yeah, we're just early to the game, but you guys have heard it here first. We're doing our research. We're in this thing every single week, telling you the best picks with the information that we have at hand. And as long as we can control some of these judges, my lord, we'll be doing all right. If we went and reworked our records without these bogus judges' decisions, we'd be pretty good. But we get screwed, like I said earlier in the video. So it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't subscribed, go ahead, get subscribed. We got another big pay-per-view. We got more pay-per-views coming. We've got the return of the GOAT, John Jones, later this year as well. JP's rolling his eyes, but he won't be rolling his eyes whenever he makes us some money there.
John Jones will be rolling.
Hey, whatever. JP's a John Jones hater, even though
Certified.
he's brought us some great moments. But JP, what do you have to say to the viewers?
To the viewers, these weekends are just true roller coasters, brother. We get screwed by the judges. I mean, we're just getting railed, raw dogged out here by these judges. I mean, no warning, no nothing, no consent. I mean, can I get a nice meal? Huh? Can you take me somewhere nice? Can I dress up before I get freaking raw dogged? Holy cow. Sick of getting screwed. And then we got to watch these football games. Don't even get me started. But yeah, another pay-per-view. God. Fucking jersey. Take that goddamn jersey off. Another pay-per-view. Poatan may be the key. Hey, we haven't had many hits, but I'm 11-1 in locks. Brevin's 10-2. Sue us. Okay? Ligma. I got to redo our whole records because phone took a shit this morning. I had to get a new phone. So the records as of right now are gone. So we're starting brand new, brother. Okay? Because that's the way God wanted it to be because my phone took a shit. So as far as we're 100% so far. And we'll see how this weekend goes. But as always, never lost. Undefeated. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure. We will see you next weekend. Bingo, bango, baby. Peace.